All right, welcome back to the Big Bucket of Chicken, episode 3. Kevin McClure, how are you?
We made it.
We did it.
Well done.
We did it to episode 3. Thank you guys again for watching the show, watching us on YouTube, giving a shit about just us rambling about made-up nonsense and just disgusting things that we talk about. Now, before
that's all. That's relative.
It's relative.
Some people don't think it's disgusting and don't.
No. Just perverts don't think it's disgusting. That's really our demographic. I mean, whoever was on To Catch a Predator who didn't go to jail, that's our target audience. If you guys are still wandering around and really feel guilty about all the kids stuff, come on to the Big Bucket of Chicken.
They got off on like a technicality.
It's like, hey, I wasn't wearing a belt at the time, and my pants just fell. Okay, sir, just get out of the courtroom, please. I don't want to ever see you again.
Chris Hansen touched my thigh.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So before we talk about anything, I want to talk about last week we discussed water. We discussed Poland Spring and Fiji water, and you're like, no, the water's all the same. It's just water.
Why do I sound like that? I didn't sound like that.
You were raving around with your hands like an atlas. So what I did was
Okay, go ahead.
I set up a challenge. As you can see here, there's 3 cups in our widescreen. Can we go back to the widescreen shot? There we go. So there's 3 cups in front of Kevin, A, B, and C. And just so no one knows I'm like going to mess with Kevin, I wrote on a piece of paper what A is, what B is, what C is. So I want to, when Kevin's, life is changed because he's discovered the delicious waters of Fiji and the people who at the Fiji Corporation. We're gonna change minds here, Kevin. So what I want you to do is I filled up what we call the beer pong level of water. So it's like it's like this much.
I'm familiar
water.
With that. So
you were very familiar. I didn't want to throw you a curveball and give you a whole glass of water. I know you don't drink water. And so the A is 1 water, B is 1 water, and C is a 3rd water, which is in here. So 1 is tap water, 1's Poland Spring, and 1 is Fiji. And now I would like you to test A, which is the cup all the way to your right.
Okay, here we go.
Let's get it.
Man, I'm nervous.
So
I don't know about this.
While you're drinking the waters, I want you to drink. You don't have to talk. Just taste them, drink it, then go to the next cup. I'm going to be reading the back of the Fiji bottle. Natural, artesian. In Fiji, rainfall slowly filters through volcanic rock, adding the vital minerals that give Fiji water its unique and refreshing taste. The water collects in an active, ancient artesian aquifer deep within the earth, where it is protected from external elements, aka people. It's the way nature intended water to be, untouched. Trademark pending. And it says here on the, it has like, their nutritional facts. Earth's finest water, bottled at the source in the Fiji Islands. It's bottled at the source in the Fiji Islands. You can't argue with it. So you tasted all 3, correct?
Yes.
Can you give me one more quick sip of each one really quick? I just want to watch you because I was reading, Kev. I was okay, so a little bit of A. There you go. A little bit of B. Let it slosh around in there a little bit, Kev. It's water. You do need it to survive.
Oh, man.
And C. Now, I guess, which one do you like best?
First off, I just want to say that there's clearly one that's a lot colder, okay? I'm going to go that B is Fiji.
It is Fiji.
It is?
Yes.
Yes, but you made it colder.
I just bought it.
You tricked me.
No, I just bought it. That's why.
No, it does taste different.
Boom!
But
that is what I'm talking about.
But I still don't believe it came from a fucking cavern. Like, I don't believe that.
I won, first of all.
Well, what's the other ones? Is this... This is
so which
Poland
is the one,
Spring.
Which is the one you don't like? Which is the one you hate the most?
This one.
Okay, good. Because A is Poland Spring.
Okay, so I got it right.
B is Fiji. I wrote them down.
Okay.
And C is tap water.
See, I know bad water. See, I can tell bad water, and this shit came from the hose.
So
this
A
was bad.
A is Poland Spring, which is like whatever.
Okay.
I will not drink Poland Spring because I'm too fancy. But when I buy bottles of water and like out in the store, I will. Now you have the strength of 1,000 men. All right, can you just keep the water? Can you just drink all the rest of the water? Because I don't.
No, I just wanted the Fiji.
No,
it's clearly the better water.
I don't want to spill it on the electronic equipment and we just die and go to hell, or whatever. So, you picked the Fiji water.
I did,
and it's better. It tastes better. It feels better in your mouth. Right?
I don't. But okay, I get that. I believe you that the water tastes better. But I want it delivered. I want to see the process. I want a Pacific Islander to take it from the volcano.
Well, it's a Fijian. Are they Fijian?
Is it?
Are they Fijian? What are the people from Fiji called?
I don't know. I think you just called them fajitas. So
Yeah,
that's
right,
what you
go.
did.
There we go.
But I'm just saying I want them to deliver it to my house personally, and then I'll know that it's from the volcanic ash.
Well,
of the
what water do you
Pacific.
do get water delivered? Is it Poland Spring or is
It
it
is Poland
it's
Spring, yeah.
And I like that you.
I don't even know if Fiji can do that.
I like that you just leave them in the backyard, just collecting sunlight. You're like, yeah, just get all the chemicals from the plastic in the water. That's how I like it. You're gonna start growing man boobs But see, like I'm not bullshitting. That's fucking good water.
This is clearly you've changed my life here. And you notice I drank all of it now. So
Yeah.
literally I am 3 times stronger than
You're
I was
hydrated for the first
at
time
the
in a
start of
decade.
the show. It's amazing. I'm going to go run too.
Now,
later.
look. So check this out. So just before we end the Fiji water thing, so it says Earth's finest water, bottled at the source, Yakara, Viti Levi, Fiji Islands, bottled by Natural Waters of Viti Limited, blah, 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 blah. Now, it tells you what's in the water, so please recycle. Blah. Silica, calcium, magnesium. The pH is 7.7.
So they've added things.
No, those are the minerals that come from the volcano, Kev, the volcanic rock.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you get all that stuff for free, no extra charge.
I still want to go there. I'm still skeptical.
Yeah.
That's just me, though.
Let's plan a $25,000 trip to Fiji so we can see like some guy with like a hose on the side of a mountain. Like, here's your water, you white piece of shit.
It's not about that, Lou. It's about having the Pacific Islander deliver it to me. That's all I want.
You want like you want like the Rock to deliver you.
If he's available, that's fine.
He's probably not available, but I mean we'll see what we can do about it.
If
So
you can
there,
get him,
just,
that'd be great.
I actually feel so much better knowing that you made the right choice.
Yeah,
because if you made the wrong choice, I was out. I was out of here.
It's fine though, but I still, like I said, I'm still sticking by my story that yes, it tastes better, but again, I'm skeptical that it came from this fucking cavern.
I understand that.
Because
And
if
I
I'm
just wanna tell
buying
you-
it, I'm buying it on 7-Eleven. If it's that mystical and magical, I should be able to. I have to labor to get this thing. That's what I mean. I shouldn't be sold everywhere. If it's that amazing,
check
and
your
authentic-
privilege.
Yeah, but I'm saying I think it should be sold in some weird place. Like I have to call somebody. I don't know who they are. They're like, "Who are you?" And they're like, "Meet me at the phone booth on the corner." Like that's what I want. I want a dusty trail. I want something.
You want to work for it.
I want to work for it. I think everybody should work for it. It's like, I got the good water. Let me tell you how. And I pull out this big map that has like a skull and crossbones on it. And I was like, the treasure's buried there. That's what I want. But yet I can go anywhere I fucking please to buy Fiji. And that's what I don't like.
I don't like seven movie plots.
My water is so amazing and it's so much better, yet it's sold everywhere. I don't like that. I want prestige worldwide.
Prestige.
Prestige.
You gotta make the siege prestige.
Yeah, I'm like a 4th grade.
I would like to have my how do you say America? I like it to taste good, right? I'm not doing any accents on the show. It's not happening. So last week we had a couple of our sponsors. We talked about them. I got to tell you, I am balls deep in cookies at home, Kev. What about you? How you doing with this?
Unbelievable. Carol has been so generous. Carol's Cookery has been one of our first sponsors.
One of our first.
Again, it's a bakery that just has cookies, and you just got to deal with it.
Just you know what it is? She's a bitter divorcee.
Yeah.
Do you call females and males divorcees? I don't really know how it works.
She's a pretty angry lady.
Yeah,
she's actually telling us to tell the customers, do you like cupcakes? Do you like pies?
Yeah.
Do you like ice cream?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't have that here, so here's a cookie fatty.
Yeah, yeah.
She's literally criticizing the customers that she comes.
She's like a tiny. She's like a Hanna-Barbera era villain.
And she's telling you too. You better come hungry if you're going to Carol's. She said you can order just one cookie if you want, but we also need to make the rent for the month. So let's not be an asshole.
Yeah, my advice when it comes to cookies is, you don't want to have too many because they're just fat and sugar. But who eats one cookie? If I ever watch someone open up the sleeve of Chips Ahoy, I was like, I'll just have one cookie, retie it back together. That person's a serial killer. That person is killing babies and keeping their skins in the basement.
Well, that's also why they have the sleeve, so it's easy to just you just take
one
two hands,
one
take
sleeve.
all the cookies out.
Yeah,
it's easy.
I mean, a whole sleeve, maybe not. A baker's dozen. What 13 cookies in a sitting. Because you're sitting, you're not eating cookies on the go. No one's like, I gotta eat these cookies and I'm gonna do a 5K. You're plopped down in your underwear. You got maybe milk. I like the almond milk. Obviously, I don't want to drink the regular milk. But even like Oreos, I can't take less than 3. In fact, what I usually do, and this is a fat ass piece of shit cookie thing that I do, and I'm sure you do it, Kevin. I'm sure a lot of people do it. now the new Oreos, you don't have to like open it up like a monster anymore. The whole top peels off.
No way.
It like opens up like an exploded submarine of cookies, right? And now all the rows are exposed. So what I do is I grab what I call a pinch. I grab a pinch of Oreos. So it's like about 4, maybe 5. But that's not it. If I take that pinch, I still got to take one more and eat it, close the package, and then 75% of the time, let's say I'm going to go from the kitchen where the cookies are to my room where I'm going to be watching YouTube, half those cookies have been eaten. By the time I get upstairs, I'm eating them like potato chips. And by the time I sit down and like, okay, now I'm going to watch Joe Rogan's podcast. I'm going to learn some things. I only got 2 cookies left. So I got to go back for a second trip. But no more than 13.
That's awesome with the tricks of the trade there. That has been a fat ass cookie
moment. That was a Lou cookie moment.
That was awesome. Man.
That was good. I'm glad you.
Because people are gonna do that. They're gonna open their Oreos and like, let's do it like Lou does. Well, I was talking to so Carol actually has an ex-husband, and he also runs a bakery. Carol and her husband don't get along.
Well, the divorce was terrible.
Well, we managed to get both of them as sponsors. So her husband,
out of spite alone.
Yeah, her husband runs Carl's Confectionery, he was talking to us. He wants you to let you know that, when you get sick of eating cookies all day from that bitch whore, come over to Carl's where I'll bake you anything you want. So this is a bakery that actually has everything. We got all these little pop-up things coming where people just have cupcake shops and cookie shops and pie shops instead of just, hey, I'm a bakery, I can bake anything.
Everyone's spoiled, so it's specialized. Like, I want pie, but I only want my pie to have apples that I know didn't ever fall from the tree. The pie was made in the tree. It's like, well, here at Benjamin's Farms, we make our apple pies directly in the air on the branch. So when the pie comes to your mouth, it's plucked right from a tree, hot from the sun.
I'll tell you one thing, though, that you can't get at Carl's Confectionery is cookies. He made it clear that, don't even fucking ask about cookies.
Well,
he said she took me for everything, including the cookie recipe. So watch out, okay? But Carol's and Carl's, proud sponsors of the Big Bucket of Chicken. Got a couple of new ones, too.
We did. You were telling me about them. So
yeah, I want you to talk about this one.
I'm going to read one here. I'm going to read one of our new sponsors, and we'll get some graphics up there maybe next episode or whatever. I got to create them for them because these people are not paying me a dime to do this. They're just paying us in the products themselves. So we're just basically eating our money.
We just appreciate it.
Which is just the American dream. In Trump's America, what's more than spiteful and entrepreneurship and just eating your money and just eating it away. One of our new sponsors is called Chocha's Fried Chicken. We literally just killed the chicken, so it's fresh.
That's awesome.
Trademark.
That's what I'm looking for.
They got a couple here. We've lost count of how many chickens we've killed, but try our new zesty barbecue Chocha's dipping sauce. It'll help you forget all about the murder, which is
perfect.
I'm a big fan of the Impossible Burger, but there's no murder in the Impossible Burger, and I understand that. For me, it's guilt-free.
I think it's soulless, honestly.
If you're going to eat a chicken sandwich, you got to understand that chicken went down screaming. But you put a little zesty hot sauce on there, and you're good to go. And their last one is, even our hefty sides are made out of recently deceased chicken. Chicken biscuits, chicken gravy, chicken mashed taters, and chicken on the cob.
That's excellent.
The chicken on the cob... how's that, Kev? How's the chicken on the cob?
It's awesome. It's exactly what you picture it.
Is it just chicken faces and you just got to you spike it?
You can request what parts you want on it. Which is good.
That's where the home cooking goodness comes from. You're like, I want to eat it. I want to eat all the chicken faces you have.
I heard you actually get to pick which chicken you want too. So like you'll go out back. And they'll say, which one you want? And I say, oh, I like that one. That one looks perky. And then they go and that's what they do.
What's that chicken's name? Well, that's Phil. Get Phil over here. Let's take a look at Phil.
And then as soon as I bite into it, I go, can you taste that freshness? Which is amazing. Another new one we got here, Lou, if you want to read that one.
Want me to do it?
Yeah,
okay, let's see.
I like the way you read.
Oh, okay. Reggie's genetically modified ice cream. No cows were harmed because we aren't entirely sure how we made the ice cream.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's pretty accurate.
That's pretty good.
It's like getting across the fact they sell ice cream, but getting it right in the nose, too. It's like, hey, eat at your own risk.
You know what my favorite ice cream is? Laboratory ice cream. It's perfect.
We could have used all natural ingredients, but that shit's expensive.
It is.
See,
Reggie has the right idea.
If they would just say that when you walk into Whole Foods, like, hey, look, you want the good stuff? We got it. But it's going to cost $9 for a pint of ice cream.
Fuck Whole Foods. Go to Reggie's.
Who
cares if it's genetically modified? Does it taste like ice cream?
I mean,
that's what you want, to just taste like ice cream.
It's almost like natural flavors, but it's like, it's made with all natural flavors. Whenever I see natural flavors and ingredients, I assume they're not natural.
Yeah.
There's nothing. It's like we took an eyedropper full of some burnt amber liquid and dropped it into a vat. Now it's chocolate. There you go. Good luck. This one, we were talking about this yesterday. So we found out about these guys last night. And I got to say, I usually eat Chinese food on Fridays, but today I'm not going to get a chance to. But next time I do get a chance to, I'm going to eat the Lucky Kitten Chinese restaurant. Asian feline fusion cuisine. Try to say that 3 times fast. Food, felines, and fun.
That's a great tagline. I like.
Can you
that.
say it with a Chinese accent?
Are you a cat person? I am.
I
I'm
mean,
in.
I know you're a cat person. So it says any combo comes with your choice of pork fried rice, wonton soup, or a stray cat. Now, what I did see on the website was cat. You have 2 choices. The cats can come when you get the stray cat. You can get a complete or General So. Which so
you can make it into a General So.
Yeah,
style
well,
chicken?
they figure you can either take the cat home and do what you will, or just get a nice quart of General So's chicken, which is and listen, if you order the General So's chicken or you get a General So's cat, it'll be cat both times. It'll always be cat.
But I'm all about rescuing them. Like, yeah, I love Chinese food, but it's all about the rescue for me.
I kind of feel like the Chinese restaurants rescue the cats for us, but then they recycle them into a number 6, a number 8, a number 10, whatever, chicken fried rice, chicken wings, whatever you want. And you know what? We can fight out about it all day, but listen, if you've eaten Chinese food, you've eaten cats. Let's just go.
It's fine.
It's fine, right?
I like the upfrontness of the Lucky Kitten, though. They're not fucking around.
Yeah, I mean,
they're not even going like, nope. That's not what it is. They're like, there's kitten in the fucking name.
Yeah, this was
that's what they did.
This was a tabby.
Amazing.
Was it a tabby cat? This is a tabby cat. The orange chicken tastes kind of tender. It's like, oh, that was a kitten. Well, so
and you're like, ooh, fluffy.
Sprinkles, no. Scrambles, no. Remember this episode of South Park where they're taking all the cats? He's like, Scrambles.
Yeah, it's butter.
I always, to this day, Scrambles is my go-to like cat name, but also from The Office. Sprinkles is the cat.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Sprinkles is the cat. Now, I'm not sure. We were discussing before obviously we got here. We're trying to be a little more, we want to have things to talk about and make them interesting and topical for humans who listen to the show, and aliens and reptilians alike if they listen to the show, because reptilians are real, Kev. They're ruling over the planet, and there's nothing we can do. But you want to talk about that? I mean, I see God in there. Can I actually have some while you're talking about that?
I'm stressed out, honestly. I'm fucking stressed out, and
I can't believe that's what they look like. Look at this. Look at this thing. Look at this thing.
I'm blowing smoke out of this guy.
This is the gum one.
This is the gum one. Okay, so what we have in our hands is not cigarettes. It's fucking candy cigarettes, man.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you were into candy cigarettes when you were a kid, man, but I was actually down the street at my local deli.
Can I put it behind my ear?
And I couldn't believe it. I actually thought that they didn't sell them anymore. Like, I was shocked. I was like, holy shit.
Do you have the hard candy
one?
one?
I got the hard candy one, too. Yeah, I got them all, baby. I got it all. I got it. I got it for you. Look. See? Look at that.
It's like petrified cocaine.
Look at that. It looks just like a cigarette. Like, look, I'm not.
Wow.
Let me tell you something.
Holy shit.
I'm not like an uppity guy. Like, I'm not like I'm not like blogging and like complaining about everything.
You're real uppity.
But this is one of the worst things that we ever did. Like,
yeah.
This is so irresponsible. I can't believe that this still. You know how many countries this is banned in, candy cigarettes? 25 countries.
Countries or states?
Countries. Two
Really?
states. Only 2 states have banned candy cigarettes, Tennessee and Maine. See, when I was growing up, when I was a kid, I thought that they were banned. I didn't think you could get them anymore because, I mean, this is really like the
Look at you holding
the origin.
My daughter came home with a funny cigarette. Now,
the origin of candy cigarettes is the tobacco companies got with these candy companies. They were in cahoots, as they'd say.
Cahoots.
And they really were marketing these to kids to get kids to smoke. That really was the history. The late 50s, that's when they first came out. And then it wasn't until like the mid 60s where they started regulating that kind of stuff. Because the cigarette companies, they used to actually bring the labels over to the candy companies. So like when you'd have the candy cigarettes, it would actually be the actual box from the cigarettes.
So
like
it's
the logo.
Lucky Strikes and shit like that?
Yeah. I mean, as you can see, they got some like ones that are weird. They got like King's Candy and
well, there's probably really is a King cigarette.
They probably
now, are these all
is.
gum? Only that one is
well,
gum.
they're candy, and then and then the ones that are wrapped, that seriously look like a cigarette.
Yeah, I don't see. When I was a kid,
that's insane.
I don't remember.
I don't remember
it
those
having,
ones either.
Having the filter
worse.
paper on it. So let's see if it works. Remember when you were a kid, you would take it and you can go. it still works. If you blow through the paper, you get the powdered sugar to
Yeah,
come out
no,
to
I
make
just-
it look like smoke.
I just want to know, like I said, I'd never seen them in years. Where the fuck did they go? But when I was starting to think, like, I'm a big conspiracy guy, I was like, maybe because like their vape operation got shut down, like it got shuttered. They like kids no longer had their favorite Fruity Pebbles vape flavors. Like you're like, bring the candy cigarettes back.
We got to get them somehow.
Every toddler will get their own pack.
I got to say one thing though. The gum one is just gum. And it's that like old school gum, like the kind of gum you'd find in like a pack of baseball cards. The kind of gum that you can like throw at an attacker and like poke his eye out. Listen to that. That's
So I guess the only regulation too, Lou, was that they can't say cigarette on them, but they can say bubble gum or candy.
yeah.
So
Just
that's
it just
how they
says
can do
candy
it.
in giant
Yeah.
letters. Like this is candy cigarettes.
But this is crazy. Like that's insane to me that they would do this, because kids are very easy to manipulate.
Well, kids, what they do is
It's
they buy the
insane
candy
to me.
cigarette and they go, "This is really good." But you know what's really even better? Mom's Marlboro 100. My sister was smoking at like 3 years old.
Yeah, I know. It's well, here's the
it
thing
worked,
too.
guys. Thanks.
I
Vic.
actually got a quote from a tobacco company spokesman. He
Oh,
said,
that's right.
he said, "We will rain down upon this world with fire and vengeance. We are big tobacco. We are inevitable. We will always find a way."
Really?
Always. Yeah. He doesn't want to be named, but that's
Is
what
that
he
from the
said.
Lord of the Rings?
I don't know what it was, but he was pretty loud on the phone when I talked to him. So that's a spokesperson from Big Tobacco saying, they're back, baby, though. The whole thing, too, is
Mass
that...
your armies at my gates.
See, everything's so PC now. Everything's so, like, everybody complains about
So
everything.
aren't these good then? It's like anti-PC. It's like little kids walking around going like, "Yeah, man, whatever." I gotta tell you right now, these are just a cube of sugar.
They really are.
I am getting diabetes. I can't stop eating them, Kevin.
But you're practicing. You're practicing for later, right? You're like, wait till I get to the real thing, mama. But the other thing that is funny to me, too. What if I did this? What if I bought all the candy cigarettes from that deli and I gave them out at Halloween? You
Yeah.
think I'd be on the news? I think I would be.
I don't think so.
they'd fucking complain. I think some parents would figure out that I was the one giving them out, and I would be like,
I think you're right.
I think, that's what I'm saying.
I was
That's what
saying no
can't
for a second there,
believe.
but I was like, eh.
We have a country that banned plastic straws, and meanwhile these still exist. I can't believe that.
Well, talking about Halloween, I saw a little thing on Instagram. Someone in like Brentwood, not too far from here, had like a hanging skeleton, and the postal worker refuses to deliver the mail to the guy's house because it's a hanging skeleton and might have some kind of racial. But skeleton's not black or white; it's just a skeleton.
I
But
think it's a gang thing, maybe.
no, I think the postal worker was black, and I understand if like he got into your front lawn and like you had a Klan skeleton or some kind, but people are real touchy, and they know that I feel like we live in a time now, so whether it's candy cigarettes or Halloween decorations or whatever the fuck it is, if something just bugs you and you're just an irritable person, that we live in a time where you could make a fuss and it will get to the news. You're not just going to your work and bitching at the manager. All you do is put it on Instagram or Facebook, and you'll get 35,000 people going like, "This is outrageous. Skeletons on Halloween? We will not have
Well,
this."
that's what I'm saying. I feel like this could easily blow up into a big story.
I hope so, Kev. I hope
Like,
I hope we crack the case.
Like,
also,
let's just say I did do that, and like they're like,
This is number 4.
yeah,
Okay.
chaos on Halloween.
Controversy.
Yeah, Patchogue, New York. One man decided to be an asshole and gave out candy cigarettes for Halloween.
I want to see you on the news just going like, I just want to give the kids a chance to understand the greatness of tobacco.
But it's also I'd probably just sound like Clint Eastwood if I like it'd be interviewed like, "I just want to smoke my candy cigarettes like my great granddaddy did." Like I'd probably just like that would be my excuse. Like that's how we did it.
Is that your Clint Eastwood impression? Right
No,
there, Kev?
no,
He's
it's
more
not.
like, "Get off my goddamn lawn, you son of a bitch."
But I also too, do you think there's kids that grew up that just call this candy, like real cigarettes? Like when they go out to smoke, they're like, "I'm going for
Oh
a
my God.
candy break." Are you getting why are you eating all the? This wasn't the point to
Get
eat
it-
all of
get
it.
it- get
This
it.
isn't a fucking taste test.
That's the problem, Kev.
You
I'm
got a
susceptible.
problem, man.
I'm
Holy
susceptible.
shit, you're addicted.
Victory
you're
candy.
fucking addicted. You're addicted to cigarettes and candy cigarettes.
Now, when we were kids, 25 years ago, did they say candy cigarettes on the box? I don't remember.
they did.
Did they say candy
I
cigarettes?
think they did. Yeah. If they didn't, then I
That's
don't know.
why I smoked 15 years. I'm suing Victory Candy.
You really probably could, and I'm convinced there's probably nicotine in these.
Well, no, that's grape. But I think that's great that because I remember you sent me the picture, and I'm like, where the fuck do you even? Because I know the gas station doesn't sell them. I don't think 7-Eleven sells them. Is it just a bodega? Where'd you get it from?
I just found it was like just some random deli on South Country Road. But that's the thing is that it's the first time I've seen them in like 20 years.
Well, you know, it's because you're not looking for them. Like candy's at like kid eye level.
I couldn't
The
believe
beer is in the back.
But the other thing too is that like I just feel like people like grew up like I was saying like they were saying like I'm going on a candy break or like hey, can you go pick up some candy at the store for me, and they like come back with like a carton of Camels.
Mom and Dad, let me tell you something about homework. It ain't what it used to be, all right?
But it is kind of that cool factor. It's like that,
no, it's cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna drive around with this in my mouth, and then I'm gonna eat it. I'm just gonna because it always was like this. There was always paper with the gum inside. I don't want to chew gum on the microphone, but you did. If you blow into it, I did it before.
Yeah, it blows sugar out. Yeah,
you can't really see it.
There was actually one they used to make. It was Popeyes cigarettes, candy cigarettes, and they used to have the red thing like it was being lit up. So like the edge of it would be red, so it looked like it was.
Yeah, so it looks like you're really getting a nice pull there. And you're like, hey, Mom and Dad, pass the gravy. Little 5-year-old Billy's got to have his meat and potatoes and a cigarette, as we do. But it's like, all right, so
it's propaganda at its worst.
It 100% is that.
It's
now,
awful.
But way back when, and this is something I don't have any information on in Wikipedia. So remember, I heard about this and I saw it in college. And if you remember, we had a professor, the Professor David Jason. He was like 100 years old when we had him, 10, 15 years ago. When he was a kid, like how packs of baseball cards have chewing gum in them.
Yep.
Back in like the 20s or maybe even a little bit earlier or maybe up until the 40s, I have no idea. You just got a little pouch of chewing tobacco. So you would buy you'd buy a pack of baseball cards and it didn't come with gum. It came with actual chewing tobacco.
Well, Topps is a bubble gum company.
Is that what they are?
And then they started making baseball
Well, I mean,
cards.
we could go on about this forever, how all the companies have like their sub-companies. Like cigarette companies are the cookie and the cake companies. Like so basically there is probably a 90% chance that Benson and Hedges and all those motherfuckers make these candy cigarettes because like I said, let's get them in when they're 5 and 6, like do this, get that like oral fixation going. And then when they're 16, 17 or sneaking in a little earlier when mom and dad's not looking, they can smoke real cigarettes.
The fact you can blow sugar out of this is it's insane.
I'll blow sugar out of you, buddy.
But that's the thing is like it's banned in 25 countries.
Can I just have just give me one more of those? Yeah, yes, give me another one.
Wow, you're really going to town.
This is like sugar cube number. I lost count. Is this 5 now?
This is 5 for you.
And my sugar's now like 190.
Plenty more where that came from.
That's exactly.
Right.
You're like Benson and Hedges, and I'm like a 6-year-old trying to like push off your advances.
See, he loves it. Jesus Christ!
It is actually like listen to the crunch. It's just a hard stick of sugar. It's like how do we get kids to eat just pure white sugar? There's nothing else in it except the sugar and the stuff that's used to keep the sugar in a stick form so it doesn't fall apart. That's it.
It's crazy to me.
It's a pixie stick without all that hassle.
Yeah,
that's why I like it.
I feel like if I led the crusade, I could get these banned. Like
Okay.
if I started like
One
going
little thing.
crazy.
I just ate that, and I could taste the wetness on the end because you definitely had that in your mouth, didn't you? You piece of garbage.
Why'd you take it? I don't know. I was saving it for later.
It was a little damp.
I have an addiction too.
And like that-
okay,
that's-
I want my candy cigarettes too. Okay, Lou. I'm not gonna say no to these.
Now, all right. So your outrage is noted. Kylie wants your daughter. You have a kid. You have 2 kids. The one's too young for candy.
Fucking no, man. These aren't even gonna come in the house, man.
All right. So can I have them?
You can absolutely have them. I think it's like I don't get outraged, but this was. I can't believe this still exists, man. This is fucked up.
So what happens if you go through like her sock drawer and you found like 4 empty boxes of candy cigarettes?
It's like a documentary.
Kylie, we spoke about this. But Dad, she's like,
they're just
where did you get this?
the candy.
I learned it from you. And then the circle is complete.
Stay out of my stuff, Dad.
Yeah, I need it. It's like the episode of Saved by the Bell when Jesse's addicted to like caffeine pills.
That's what I was going for with my little,
we were crying.
My tirade there.
All right,
I'm so excited. I'm so scared. One of the best episodes ever of Saved by the Bell.
I think that's one of the few I know.
But candy cigarettes available at your local deli.
Bodega.
I don't know.
It's a bodega.
It wasn't even like that. It was like
No, the bodega doesn't mean anything bad,
like,
Kev. It's just a bodega. It's like a privately owned.
All right, you're speaking different languages,
not-
so it
it's-
definitely means something bad.
It's
I don't
not,
know.
it's not 7-Eleven.
Okay.
Because I mean, honestly, I'm gonna go to 7-Eleven later and just take a look because there might.
They are not in 7-Eleven.
Are you sure?
If they are next to
What are you
Fiji,
gonna do if they are?
What are they next to Fiji? Everything's available.
If
at
they
7-Eleven
are,
now.
I'm making a phone call.
Jesus Christ! Like, what else is available?
So what if they
at
are,
7-Eleven?
Kev? What if they are? What are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna protest 7-Eleven?
No, I'm just gonna say, geez, it's getting too convenient.
Where else are you gonna get your Fiji water, bottle of ketchup, and a soda?
That's how I'll complain. Like, 7-Eleven's getting a little too convenient for me. I like to get a lot of things there, but not everything. I like to go other places to find things.
All right, so you want to talk about that, Kev? You're like dying to talk about the. What are you doing? Yo, that is so great. Give me that for a second.
Look at this thing.
All right,
So
I'm Kevin. Can we have a? Oh, there it is. There I am.
Wait, let me see it back. Give it back to me.
Look at you like a monkey and technology, and you're like trying to get it all done at the same time. That was great.
So I just want to say one thing. Finally, the team up everyone has been waiting for. Pizza Hut and Cheez-It
Finally
together. So they have a Cheez-It pizza, a stuffed pizza at Pizza Hut. What I've said is America has spoken.
America has
Make
spoken.
us fatter.
Well,
And they will.
Kev, when's the last time you were at Pizza Hut?
I don't really go to Pizza Hut.
Tuesday?
No.
Piece of shit.
What the fuck?
I haven't been to
I'm
Pizza
a
Hut.
Domino's guy.
The last time I was-
Pizza Hut like closes at 11. You can't get
That's
drunk
true.
pizza at 2 a.m. at Pizza Hut.
But if they had the availability that Domino's has,
they would. I would totally get Pizza Hut. You're right.
last time I had Pizza Hut was when I got my my book report pin in second grade.
Book it.
What was it called?
was called Book It.
Was it called Book It? Jesus Christ.
But anyways, so it comes in a giant box that looks like a Cheez-It box, and it's 4 like individual squares that look like Cheez-Its in the box, and it's really just a calzone. It's really like just mozzarella cheese and marinara sauce. But Jesus Christ, like the great thing is like Pizza Hut is like so excited about this. Like they're like, yeah, you know what?
Stop holding it up like a goddamn lunatic. Like,
Would you like? This is what they said. This is like their slogan for it. It said, "Pizza Hut knows that no one out pizzas the Hut. You know how it knows that? Because it created something no one even thought to ask." They're bragging about like, hey, remember when you didn't want this? Well, fuck it, here
nobody
it is.
wants it, and then we're gonna do it out of spite.
For a limited time, you're invited to try the pizza that only Pizza Hut thought to create. You're welcome. I love that. Like they're like, yeah, you didn't think of it yet. Well, we did, so fucking eat it. But what's next, though, Lou? That's what I want to know.
I'm putting my gum in this thing
because there's never we never had a conversation in a world where we're like, you know what? I love Cheez-It. I love Pizza Hut. They're not sold in the same place. I got to go 2 separate locations. Pizza Hut's like, no, you don't.
Not anymore, kids.
But what's next? Triscuit stuff pizza? Wheat Thins pizza? What are we doing here? What about...
Kev,
I got one.
Triscuits are amazing.
Let's-
Wheat Thins are for dying people.
Triscuits and pizza, though? You would do
Maybe.
Triscuits and pizza.
Maybe the rosemary and olive oil.
Wow.
Fancy.
I think that would be like the next quote for pizza, too. Like, Lou Rayo fucking likes it. Triscuit pizza.
Now
Just read the last one to me.
Let me just wave it around.
I got
like,
stuff.
Get it.
I feel like I'm like trying to
Wait.
meet a deadline at the newspaper.
Just wait until next year when we create a pizza that looks exactly like Nick Nolte. We'll call it the Burly Old Man Stuffed Pizza. Oh, pizza! I can't do it. I can't do a. I can't.
was pretty good.
I can't do a Nick Nolte. Don't tell me it's pretty good, because I feel like I let my hair out today, and I feel like if I just did a little bit more meth.
Wait! I'll give you a new one. Hold on.
No, Kev,
No,
I
this
can't.
will-
My head actually hurts.
Now you look like Nick
from
Nolte
eating
if you do that.
500 grams of sugar.
I didn't ask you to. It wasn't an.
You just handed it to me.
You just had an eating contest on the fucking show. I just was bringing it to show.
Well, you gave it to me, and you know I can't handle it.
Jesus Christ!
Let me just
think about the kids now, though. This is what the kids.
Oh, Jesus Christ! You know what I want to do? I'm gonna put it in the Fiji water.
Oh my God!
And let it dissolve over the next couple hours.
Holy shit!
And then now the Fiji water will be sweeter and even
Wow.
better.
You are purifying yourselves in the waters
Of Lake Minnetonka.
That's
no,
awesome.
but all right. So I like because all right. I think I'm gonna try them because
The Cheez-It pizza?
Why not, Kevin? Look at this. It's like a hot pocket full of genetically modified goop, but it's shaped like a Cheez-It. Because look, I don't like the thing that turns me off is when I was still eating like Taco Bell often, and they had like the Doritos Locos. I thought what I was gonna get was a shell that was exactly the texture and taste of
And
a
it wasn't.
of
It
a
was just
ranch
a taco
Dorito.
shell.
No, it's just like corn. Their corn
bullshit.
bullshit with like some yellowy powder on. I'm like, this is garbage. I don't want this. I want if this is actually made of like Cheez-It crumbles.
But that's the thing. I think the top is definitely.
The forensics. Get your magnifying glass out. Like, well, depend.
Right.
These fibers definitely.
Well, look
like,
inside the hole. You'll see that if you look inside the hole in the middle, there's
it looks
cheesy
like
goodness.
It looks like they finally made a Jamaican beef patty just for white
It
people.
does look like.
It's like I want a Jamaican beef patty without all that Jamaican beef
Is there
inside
a-
of it. Can you just stick some mozzarella in there and just let me have a little dipping sauce? It's like, well,
Wait, are you calling is that what a calzone is? It's a white Jamaican beef patty.
I don't know. Well, the whole thing is it isn't any of those things because, as they said, nobody wanted it. Nobody was like yammering for it, and they're like,
But they're
guess
bragging
what?
about
We're
that.
beating you to the punch.
Yeah, that's it. Like we have outthought you once again, America.
Cheez-It and Pizza Hut finally joined the holy triumvirate.
I think I'd rather have little Cheez-Its inside though that I could pick out. Like if I needed a big spoon.
See, now
if
you're
if I
thinking.
dipped in with a big spoon and like this was like a handful of Cheez-Its.
So
every
instead
time.
of a basically a hunk of cheese, it's basically a mozzarella stick, but wrapped in a Cheez-It crust. You want a bowl of boiling hot mozzarella with Cheez-It croutons inside of it because you just want to be an extra fat piece of garbage.
America has spoken, Lou. Oh, come on, that's amazing.
I mean,
you
don't get me
just
wrong.
made it sound good too. You yourself, you're like that sounds like a great idea.
It's like I like onion soup without the onion soup. Just give me a big brick of bread smothered in a loaf of cheese.
But the worst part is you're on board with the Triscuit pizza, and Pizza Hut will be doing it soon.
You know what?
You
All right.
ruined it, Lou.
Now we have to do this for next week. We're gonna start wrapping it up, Kev, because I'm so hopped up on sugar right now. First of all, I'll eat as many as I want. That's number one. Number two, I'm gonna buy a pack of cigarettes on the way home now. This is fucking crazy.
Listen, remember, they'll always find a way. Always.
All right, what we're gonna do next week is we're going to get these. Are these available now?
Oh yeah.
And we're gonna have a taste test. And I'll eat fucking cheese. I don't care.
Can I bring Cheez-Its then and then stuff it in there?
Well, we'll bring a couple things, Kevin. We'll just start eating all over the table. Fucking monster.
The format of the show has changed. We're just gonna eat things.
Yeah, now it's going to become like, who can die of diabetes
You fucking
first?
started it, Lou. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
look at you smoking. Like, you sure, you're a kid? All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. We love you. We'll see you guys. Maybe not next week. Maybe
yeah.
next week. We'll see because Kevin has scheduling conflicts called life and marriage and children and things like that. But thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, doing all the things you guys have been doing. We're really happy, and we're gonna get the fuck out of here. And now I gotta go buy cigarette. I gotta do stuff. I'm like that's
And
like.
he's taking all the boxes with him too. Like it's
Oh,
unbelievable.
they're coming with me.
Yeah, he's gonna start crying in his car. Like I don't know what happened. You had a Jesus, man.
I had a moment.
Nice.
All right. Thanks, guys, for watching, and peace out. You son of a bitch.